Hey, what's up? Good to have you here. Now, first, do me a favor and pick which game you want to play.
We'll get you a new pair.
Okay, great. Now, why don't you tell me how many people are going to be playing this? A fine choice. Now, player one, why don't you type your name in? Thank you much. Player two, let's have your name then. Thanks. Now, player three, start type. Thanks.
Great fart at the end.
Player one, you buzz in on the letter Q. That's Q as in, ooh, I have a question. My hand's up. I have a question. Player two, your buzzer is B as in, Billy, don't be a hero. And player three, your buzzer is P as in partial amputation.
Years ago, you know what I mean?
I'm making it happen with real butter here.
20 seconds.
He has a habit of...
Okay, heads up. Here's how the game works. The first one of you to buzz in on a question gets first stab at the answer. So you buzz in and then press 1, 2, 3, or 4 depending on which answer you want. You read me? Good.
All right, we're going. 9.
Make it count.
8,
And
seven,
get rid of the death tap.
6,
Go to black.
5, 4, 3.
Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it does allow me to waste your time.
ACS, alligators crafted.
Alternating current.
Angelic Claudia cold shoulder.
Acrophobia coming soon.
Acrophobia, the hilarious word game that puts your creativity on the line.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yep, that's right. You've made it to our Sidekicks episode. And no, this is not an excuse to start kicking people in the side. Instead, it's an excuse to start making fun of people who just aren't as good or famous or beautiful as the stars of this world. Okay, let's go. First, I need to hand out some screws. Here you are, 3 shiny screws. So here's what you do. Or we can just start playing the game. Give me a category.
Question number 1.
We're calling this one funnier than 4 old broads in a condo. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Let's see how you handle this one. If the TV series The Golden Girls had been called The Golden Eyes, what could have been its theme? Player 3, do it! You are on fire. Golden eyes are a type of North American duck with bright yellow eyes. They walk a lot like Sophia. All right, pick a category. Here we have Muskrat Love Be Not for Landlubbers. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, what's up with Captain and Tennille, huh? Captain always gets top billing over Tennille? Hello? Say Tennille wants to outrank the captain, huh? How about it? Player 3, Captain and Admiral Tennille.
Admiral, we're being attacked.
Captain, calm yourself. There's no vessel on the high seas that can withstand our appealing mix of light pop and ballads.
My God, I hope you're right.
All right, I need a category. Excellent choice. Players 1 and 2, move over, because player 3 is going into a dis or dat. This dis or dat category name is, the secret word is implant. Okie dokie, I'm going to read off the names of 7 characters, and I want you to tell me if they're a sidekick to Mitch on Baywatch or to Pee-wee Herman on Pee-wee's Playhouse. As I shout out each one, if it's a Baywatch sidekick, press 1. If it's a Pee-wee's Playhouse sidekick, press 2. And to skip it, press 4. You get $500 for each right answer, and you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Jambi, Baywatch or Pee-wee? Shawnee. Terry. Lonnie. Hobie. Globy. One more. Sherry. That'll do it. Perfect. And with time to spare, no less. Here you go. Congratulations. Let's move on. Time to pick a category.
Hallelujah! Bow your heads and pray to 4.
This category is known as chopped liver. You call that a fantasy? And this one's going to be worth $2,000. See what you can do with this one. Imagine that Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island is Jewish because he has a tattoo. Player 3, give me an answer. It's true that tattoos are technically forbidden by Jewish law, and the common misbelief among Jews is that if you have a tattoo, you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Which is why, eventually, he had a laser taken to his butt. Now, like the man says, Player 1, one big screw deserves another. That's the end of round 1. We'll be back with round 2 right after these messages.
To learn more about an advertiser, hit any key on your keyboard. We'll show you more information after you leave the game.
Play poker online with other people live at www.2am.com.
Hugo? Yeah, Hugo Boss. The fragrance. The world is getting smaller.
Smell better.
Hugo.
Vote.
What sport lets you wear the coolest clothes?
Vote.
Which national news anchor baby talks during commercial breaks?
Vote. Democracy depends on you.
Welcome back. It's time to play round 2, where the values are doubled. All right, I hope you're all together, because we're going. Give me a category. Hey, stress cut with lime sore.
It's time for a Timberlake test drum.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Cooking tips for President Lincoln. The opening value of this gibberish question is $10,000. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, tell me what song title this rhymes with. Player 2, go for it. Yep, many a night I would lay in bed whispering those words into my pillow, pretending it was my girlfriend. But of course, I've since outgrown that sort of behavior, and now I only say it to my sofa. All right, pick a category.
We're a bunch of hicks and we love the question 6.
Well, what do we have here? On the next The X-Files, Scully kicks the bucket. How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, so you know how in The X-Files, Mulder is always rescuing Scully just in the nick of time? Yeah, whatever. Imagine Mulder is too late and Scully ends up in hell. If Mulder makes the... Player 2, you gotta answer it. Shouldn't have done that. Player 1, Player 3. Orpheus was allowed to take his lady friend out of hell, as long as he didn't look at her until he got back to Earth. And similar to Mulder, I believe Orpheus wasn't allowed to say anything unless it was in a monotone mumble. Time to pick a category.
7, lucky 7.
This one's called Ozzy and Lita, the Home Appliance Tour. And this one's going to be worth $6,000. Oh, man, remember way back in the 80s when Ozzy Osbourne and Lita Ford recorded that bitchin' duet, Close My Eyes Forever? Yeah! If Ozzy and Lita teamed up again to form a Player 3, give me an answer. As the name implies, a bimetallic strip is a strip of two pieces of metal that do some weird scientific stuff that you wouldn't understand even if I explained to you, which makes the heat come on. And before we move on to the next question, I'd just like to say, Ozzy! Yeah! Thank you very much. Let's move on. Nice work, Player 2. Looks like you're getting screwed. Let's see how you handle the hardware. All right, I need a category.
2, 4, 6, 8. Question 8 is jailbait. Go 8.
For your enjoyment, work it like the second-rate hero you are. You want $6,000? Give me your right answer. Heads up, here it comes. Because their martial art of choice In the martial art Aikido, there is no sidekick technique, Grasshopper. So, Aqualad will be the only one who wouldn't learn how to do a sidekick. But he can talk to fish, so who really cares? Give me a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
For your viewing pleasure, my fair weather lady. Heads up, this one's going to be $6,000. Hey, do you remember in My Fair Lady how Professor Henry Higgins taught Eliza Doolittle to say, "The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain," which is so true. Well, if Professor Higgins wants to teach Ms. Doolittle to... It's all you, Player 3. A pluviometer is a device used to measure the depth of rainfall. It can also be used as a tongue twister. Pluviometer, 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 pluviometer. Okay, I think I made my point. That's the end of round 2. We'll be right back with round 3 after this.
Which do you prefer, playing games or waiting to play games? If you need speed, you need X2 modem technology from US Robotics. Just 28K? No way. Check out the X2 modem. Why wait?
Well, Beer A has sort of a stale, skunky, yeasty flavor.
Disgusting?
Nauseating.
Try Beer B. Okay,
Now that's fresh!
That's Budweiser.
Get out of here, I don't believe it!
Tasting is believing.
When I tell my husband, he's gonna totally freak.
Dan Hut, play Chain of Command at 2am.com today, soldier!
Welcome back. It's time to play round 3. Now, I'm not going to send you out there without a screw first, so here you go. 1 screw for everybody. All right, if everybody's ready, let's do it. All right, pick a category.
10 fingers and 10 toes, would you like to have a cheap cigar?
Well, what do we have here? Wanted by the Bolivian Army, the next Tarantino. And this one's worth $4,000. You know, when I think sidekick, I think the Sundance Kid. Which, of course, then makes me think of this. If the Sundance Kid changed it... If the Sundance Kid's home was the Sundance Film Festival, he'd hail from Park City, Utah. And those raindrops that keep falling on his head, that better be San Pellegrino, boy. Time to pick a category.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1, it's 11.
The category is, some sidekicks need a good kick. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Suppose Gilligan's Island turned out to be... Player 2, go! 3 Mile Island is the site of a nuclear power plant that 20 years ago experienced a radioactive meltdown, the worst nuclear accident in U.S. history. Yeah, I can see it now. Gilligan replaces the cooling rods with coconut shells, and the core melts, and the radiation kills all of us. You know what? That's not even funny. All right, I need a category.
Well, let's delve into question 12.
I believe this one is called, It's Mr. Bell Calling for a Mr. Harry Pitts. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. So you probably know that Alexander Graham Bell made his first phone transmission to his assistant, Mr. Watson, right? Suppose Mr. Watson, tired of it. Player 2, you gotta answer it. Here's a little tip for you. If you don't want your number to show up on someone's caller ID, dial *67 before making the call. Of course, since Bell was just in the next room, Watson could have just walked over and smacked him in the head with a croquet mallet. Hey, Player 3, when you can't successfully screw someone else, you screw yourself. Give me a category.
Look at the green.
It's 13.
The category, Highway to the Heavens. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, do you remember BJ and the Bear? The TV truck driver and his monkey sidekick? Boy, I wish I didn't have to pay property tax. Imagine this. BJ kicks the bear to the curb and gets a new shotgun partner, the constellation known as the Great Bear. Ursa Major or the Great Bear. You know, Ursa Major, I've been thinking, let's make the next food stop something light. like Subway. Okay, steak and shake again. Stupid bear. Alright, pick a category.
Ain't no love like number 14.
I believe this one is called Just Effing Around, and this one's worth $6,000. Okay, I have in my hands a very, very old Help Wanted ad from about 1763. Oh, stupid 18th century English. I can't tell the difference between the F's and the S's. Oh, great. All right, here it is. Single white male, Samuel. Player 3, give me an answer. James Boswell must have answered this ad because he's famous for writing Samuel Johnson's biography and being his pal. And all those people who used to put F's in for S's way back then, you can go suck yourselves. Hey, player 2, right back at you with that screw action. All right, that's all around 3. Now, right after these messages, you're going to have a jack attack. Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Who's your goofy, annoying friend? I like to call him Lil Schmitty, if you must know. Have fun. Drop and roll, player 1. You are on fire. Let's look at those scores. Player 3's got it. Player 3, send those other 2 players over. I think they're done. Man, you roasted those 2. And while you're at it, have a bite of this.
You don't know Jack!
Howdy, kids. This is Pecos Bucket here, telling you to tune in next week for another exciting episode of You Don't Know Jack for Netshow. Woohoo! And they didn't even pay me to say this. Woohoo!
Great show, everyone. Very nice work by all of you. Cookie, what's up next?
Hey, if you guys want to play again, just let me know, okay? All right.
Old man. He's been looking
no.
at the top of the door.
Okay,
I
fine.
wasn't even near.